As the Akatsuki extraction continues, Pakun relays his discovery of Akatsuki's hideout to Kakashi, unaware that Zetsu is watching the entrance. Kakashi asks Pakun to find Team Guy and redirect them to the Land of Rivers, which is between the sand and Konoha, where the Akatsuki base is located. Chiyo tags along with Team Kakashi, forming the new Kazekage rescue team. Pakun locates Team Guy and relays Kakashi's message. Zetsu, who is watching, relays the information to the Akatsuki leader. Zetsu tells him that the intruder is none other than Might Guy. Despite the leader not knowing who he is, Itachi explains that Guy is a Konoha shinobi, whose expertise lies in taijutsu. As he has a personal score to settle, and the most chakra out of the entire group, Kisame is chosen to ward off Team Guy. In the woods, Sakura asks Naruto how long the Akatsuki have been after him. Kakashi tells her that the Akatsuki once came to Konoha in search of Naruto, but that it was 3 years ago. Sakura asks why they waited so long to make a move once more, and Kakashi theorizes that it may have been due to the fact that Naruto was under Jiraiya's care, and that the Akatsuki did not want to engage him. Chiyo, however, set the record straight, stating that the Akatsuki waited 3 years in order to properly prepare for the extraction of tailed beasts. When Sakura asks what she means, Chiyo is surprised that a student of Tsunade does not even know about the tailed beast that Konoha harbors. Kakashi tells Chiyo that the topic of the nine-tailed fox is taboo in Konoha, and is considered classified information. Chiyo goes on to explain that there are 9-tailed beasts in the world, who are monstrous beings of chakra, and that many ninja villages fought for control over them for military purposes. She tells them that the one-tailed Shikaku was in the Sand's possession for many years, while the 9-tailed fox was under Konoha's. While most villages tended to forget about the beasts after the war, she remarks that the tailed beasts are still out there in the world. Naruto takes this as a grim revelation, as he realizes that he and Gaara are not alone in the world, and that more of their kind will be hunted by the Akatsuki. Unknown to them, Zetsu is observing them, and notifies the Akatsuki that a squad of Konoha shinobi are also on their tail. Deidara is immediately blamed for leaving a trail leading to their hideout, and Itachi is dispatched to deal with them. En route to the Land of Rivers, Neji is able to sense that someone is following them, and uses his Byakugan to pinpoint their followers' location. Kisame pops out of the ground, ready to wreak his revenge, but is slightly irritated that Guy does not remember him. Nonetheless, he prepares to attack Guy and jog his memory. At the same time, Team Kakashi is stopped in their tracks by Itachi. Chiyo recognizes his Sharingan eyes, and Naruto tells Sakura who he is. Sakura realizes that she is face to face with the man who has caused Sasuke so much pain, and is angered to be in his presence. Meanwhile, Kisame is on the offensive with water release, exploding water colliding wave, having the terrain to his advantage. Team Guy is unable to land any hits on Kisame, as he blocks every move with his sword. Despite their bout, Guy is still unable to remember Kisame. Guy goes in for the close combat, while Lee strikes from below with Leaf Rising Wind, managing to cause Kisame to lose his grip on his sword. Neji then hits him with 8 trigrams vacuum palm, propelling Kisame backwards. To top it off, Tenten sends an exploding sphere his way. While Kisame manages to absorb and block the impact with his sword, he ends up under the water. Rising back above, he expresses his irritation of having to deal with him. Guy rushes towards Kisame and using his dynamic action, he is able to steal Kisame's sword away from him. Believing Kisame to be vulnerable, Guy orders his team to attack. Kisame summons 3 water clones, and traps Neji, Tenten, and Lee with his water prison technique. Guy rushes to free them with Kisame's sword in tow, but the hilt of Kisame's sword injures Guy, returning the sword to Kisame. In the clearing, Itachi greets both Naruto and Kakashi. Kakashi tells the team not to look at Itachi's eyes, since he uses visual genjutsu. Chiyo has heard of Itachi before, and how he was the one who wiped out his own clan. Nonetheless, she tells them that she has gone up against an Uchiha and their Sharingan in her youth, and devises a plan of attack. Kakashi, however, states that her plan would not work, since Itachi uses Mangekyo Sharingan. He recalls the last time he fought Itachi, in which Itachi placed him under Tsukuyomi, which caused Kakashi to undergo 3 days' worth of torture, and a week in a comatose state. Itachi is surprised to know that Kakashi has learned something from their last battle, but Kakashi goes on to add that using the Mangekyo Sharingan comes at a personal cost, risking the user's eyesight, and causing permanent damage. Itachi commends Kakashi for learning about the Mangekyo Sharingan, and Kakashi responds by asking how damaged Itachi's eyes are, before raising his forehead protector to reveal his own Sharingan. Itachi is stunned by the move, and along with Kakashi's knowledge of the Mangekyo Sharingan, wonders if Kakashi himself possesses it. Kakashi tells his team that in order to fight Itachi, they must anticipate his moves by looking at his body instead of his eyes. Kakashi rushes at Itachi, but Itachi blocks the move and holds him in place. Using a shadow clone, Itachi goes after Naruto. Naruto hits the shadow clone with a quickly executed Rasengan, dispelling the shadow clone. He then sees Kakashi, Sakura, and Chiyo lying wounded on the ground. However, all three of them turn into Itachi, and Naruto wonders what exactly is going on. The battle between Guy and Kisame intensifies. Guy brings out his nunchaku to compensate for Kisame's Samayata sword, but is unable to land a strike. Kisame uses his water release, water shark bullet technique to force Guy underwater, and follows up with his water release, 5 feeding sharks technique. Guy uses his taijutsu to attack all 5 sharks, but the sharks use the water to regenerate from their injuries. As his team is reaching the end of their line in their water prison, and unable to take down Kisame himself, Guy resorts to using the 8 gates. Opening the first 6 gates, Guy is able to stand on the ocean floor, recover from his wounds, and send all the water flying upwards. Neji uses the opportunity to emit chakra from his body, breaking out of his water prison. He then uses 8 trigrams 64 palms on the 3 Kisame water clones, freeing his team. Guy assumes his morning peacock stance, ready to defeat Kisame. Meanwhile, Naruto realizes that he's in a genjutsu that Itachi cast upon him, when the various Itachi he strikes transform into crows. Naruto wonders how Itachi trapped him in a genjutsu when he did not even look at his eyes, and Itachi states that he can cast genjutsu with his ring, which Naruto looked at. Itachi then prepares to put Naruto to sleep. Remembering Jiraiya's training regarding how to break out of a genjutsu, Naruto dispels the crows Itachi conjures, causing Itachi to remark that Naruto has grown. Unable to escape from the visions that Itachi placed on him, Naruto mentally pleads with Sakura or Kakashi to free him from the genjutsu. He is then released by Sakura and Chiyo. Kakashi tells Naruto to stay alert, while he rushes towards Itachi. Itachi uses fire release, Phoenix Sage fire technique, which Kakashi is able to zip through and avoid. Itachi launches his fire release, Great Fireball technique at Naruto, Sakura, and Chiyo, and all 3 manage to avoid its path.
Phoenix Flower Jutsu!
Whoa, what a dodge!
He's not done yet! Fire style! Fireball Jutsu!
Kakashi attempts to hit Itachi with his Chidori, but Itachi is able to jump into the air and evade the attack. However, Naruto attempts to hit Itachi in midair with his Rasengan. As Naruto makes contact, it turns out that Itachi is a shadow clone. Kakashi uses the hiding in mist technique to shroud the environment. Itachi claims it useless as his Sharingan can still see through the mist, and attempts to hit Kakashi with his fireball technique. Kakashi goes under the ground in an attempt to use Earth Release, double suicide decapitation technique, but Itachi manages to avoid Kakashi's attack. Holding Kakashi in place, Itachi attempts to cast a genjutsu on Kakashi. The Kakashi in his grip, however, is a shadow clone that now has a hold on Itachi. Kakashi tells Naruto to hit both his shadow clone and Kakashi. Since Itachi was able to counter his Rasengan, Naruto recalls his training with Jiraiya, in which Jiraiya reminds him that Rasengan is a jutsu created by the 4th Hokage, and that Naruto should use his unique chakra to improve and create his own unique Rasengan, which would be the most powerful technique in his arsenal. Naruto decides now is a good time to use it, and thus, using a shadow clone, rushes at Itachi and the Kakashi shadow clone with his big ball Rasengan. The attack hits Itachi, but Itachi smirks at Naruto right as he is hit. Sakura and Chiyo marvel at the destructive power of Naruto's technique. After the technique subsides, the 4 are surprised to see that the dead body in front of them is not that of Itachi's, but of Yura, an Umbu commander, and a Jonin from the Sand Village. After Guy uses his morning peacock to destroy Kisame, Team Guy is surprised that the corpse lying in front of them is not that of Kisame's, but that of a stranger dressed in the Akatsuki cloak. Guy reaffirms his original feeling that he has never met the man lying in front of them before.